Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, my pranams to all Vaishnavas community who listen to this, and also to all other ladies and gentlemen, my respect. I try to present this sankirtansupport.org idea, which is written, which you find, the content which you find on the website. I try to say again in a summarize in other words, so that it will be understood very nicely, and also not by reading this time, but by listening. Okay. Actually, I want to tell to you. Okay. I found very nice expression of Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj, our Param Gurudev or Param Gurudev, in Bhagavad Parampara of Rupanuga Guru Varga. He is saying, Kirtan is the sole fruit of Kirtan. Again, Kirtan is the sole fruit of Kirtan. Kirtan alone is seva, and Kirtan is also prem. Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj. Again, Kirtan is the sole fruit of Kirtan. Kirtan alone is seva, and Kirtan is also prem, love to Godhead, loving, devotional, transcendental, loving, devotional service to Godhead. I love it. Okay, now why I gave this the website, or the idea, the name Sankirtan Support. What is support? Everybody knows support means to help, to give, not to help, but to, like this, like a pillar, to support. And Kirtan means glorifying the glories of the Lord. And Sankirtan, what does that mean? So often it has a general meaning and a deeper meaning, inner meaning. So Sankirtan, the general meaning is all together we are doing Kirtan. All together we're glorifying the Lord. Another meaning of Sankirtan is, Sankirtan means complete Kirtan. Complete Kirtan means from a self-realized soul, as our Bhagavad Parampara and also others, of course. Sankirtan, they do complete Kirtan with all the bhavs. They do themselves with example. They instruct us by their own example and by their words and everything, by their life. And also they give Harikatha in a high level, self-realized manner, and they give the mood of Rupanuga Guru Varga. This is complete. Actually, what is very funny, I find, in the science of Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, the science, there is for us means complete is complete, isn't it? This is the word, the understanding in the Western world of complete. Complete is complete, or complete. Okay. But in the Vedic knowledge, and especially in the highest knowledge, Bhakti Yoga science, there are 4 kinds of complete. There is complete, more complete, most complete, and absolute. I find it very funny, this difference, complete, more complete, most complete, and absolute. Okay. So now I gave the name Sankirtan support. Yes, because it's all in regard of Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is transcendental, and it's about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, actually about Brajendranandan Shyamsundar in our line, Rupanuga Guru Varga. And we have to learn this, not we have to, but if we want to reach, if we want to come home very soon, very quickly, then we should listen, we have to listen from our Guru and Sadhu, means Bhagavat Parampara. From our Guru and Bhagavat Parampara, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. And we have also to read, because they advise us to read. This is the proof. Guru, Sadhu means Bhagavat Parampara, in this sense Guru, Bhagavat Parampara, living up to date, and Shastra, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. They are doing Sankirtan, they are doing complete, more complete and most complete and absolute Kirtan. In Prem, as Bhakti Pragyankeshwar Goswami Maharaj saying, Kirtan is the sole fruit of Kirtan. So they're doing Kirtan, and what they're gaining from that, more Kirtan. Because if you glorify the Supreme, you don't want to end to glorify the Supreme. It gives so much nectar and life. So you go on to glorify the Supreme, because this is real life, this is transcendental life, just to glorify the glories of the perfected Atma and Paramatma, souls and super souls, Krishna and his friends. Yeah, so this is Kirtan, this is Sankirtan, complete Kirtan from Sri Guru. And now coming the support, Sankirtan support. Because we listen from Sri Guru and Sadhu, and we read in the Shastra, in our beautiful, amazing Shastras. And then we want to express also, isn't it? And we need to repeat it also. In my case, at least, I learn much better because it's called Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. When I hear, this is amazing, a hearing from our Vaishnav Thakurs, Guru and Vaishnavs, and then repeating by singing songs, but also by my own words. It was always like this, I heard something also in school, in general school. I heard something, then I was thinking, then I had a question. Then I was raising my hand, and at the moment I spoke out my question, I understood. I understood the answer I understood my question and the subject which I wanted to ask. I understood just by speaking. Maybe some of you also like this, then you're heartily welcome. You have a question, and when you speak, you understand better. You even before the answer is coming from the others, you already understand. So this is also a process also that we speak about it. So now coming to summarize this, in our wonderful University of Love, and in our local Sangha also, Bhakti Sangha, we, up to now, we did exercise of singing, we got support of singing, we got support of listening, And we got support of cooking, how to cook, what to listen, how to sing and what to sing, and how to play musical instruments, how to accompany this, how to do kirtan with musical instruments. But we hardly get support of speaking, means of repeating what we hear. And this has several reasons, understandable reasons, and the Sunday feast, not everybody can speak. Not everybody wants to speak in front of 20 devotees and guests without any exercise. So only a little bit scholared people can, or devotees can speak and want to speak, others not. So now the Sankirtan support is to exercise. Also exercise, this is the second actually. No, to practice, to this repeating. So we may read something and we may then repeat with our own words. We can look in the book still and repeat in our own words. This is very simple. Actually, this is the second round or the second question. We have two questions. And the second question is about this. Tell us something about a song which touches you, which touched you just today or yesterday or the day before or this week, Please present it and with your own words, tell what has touched you with your own words. And that's it. And the first question we start is, what is my project which I want to manifest? Just right now, this week or these days, my project. Maybe you want to add a song to your sadhan, or you want to learn technical things, how to open a YouTube channel, or you want to manifest a recipe, you want to manifest a festive dish. So, this is my project, and I just express my project. And because this is about glories of the Lord, this is about Bhakti Yoga, about devotion to the Lord, then everything what we are doing is somehow or other related to this process, to this Bhakti Yoga, to glorify the Lord. So this is the first question. The second question, express. So it's both about expressing, both about speaking. And another thing also I want to mention, when we meet on Sunday or on festivals, we are very happy. We may not be happy 1 hour before, we may not be so happy, but when we come together, we forget all our things, and it's another atmosphere, it's another influence. And so we come and do Sunday, and we also come to forget our, Sunday fest. So, if possible, not everybody can have a Sunday fest. I am living here in Germany. I am all alone. I'm far from others. And so, one is lucky when one can have a Sunday fest. Otherwise, we try to come together in another way. Okay. So what I want to say, driving school. What I want to say, when we come together, everybody is happy and more happy and most happy, Okay, and then full program, then prasadam, then time is over, then we come home. We have to return home again, or at our place. And we enjoyed the happiness, we enjoyed the energy and all the all the nectar of the Bhakti Yoga process. We enjoyed. But that doesn't mean that we come home and we can hold up this, because we come in a completely different situation. Now we have been together, like-minded people together. Now in our place, different situation, less people, alone or family, and also different situation. Not everybody has the whole family joining in this process of Bhakti Yoga. So there is a lot to digest also, a lot to, and then on festivals, I mean on bigger festivals, even more, more the ecstasy and everything, kind of ecstasy, and like enthusiasm, I want to say, because ecstasy is very transcendental, so I don't want to use this word so easily. I mean enthusiasm, so much more enthusiasm even, and amazing spiritual energy, definitely. Spiritual blessings also. And again, we don't speak about our problem or our life. So, and we don't want at that moment. But then after that, we return at our place. So now coming the Sankirtan support. We want to come together in our sessions. We come together for not more than 1 hour. So it's not really time, a problem of time or a question of time. Because if we don't come together, we will spend this time by lamenting, by, by stressing out, by low energy and like being mental a little bit sometimes, Because when we are not in this high level energy, then we waste time by being in the lower energy. So now it's because, I so often hear, oh, I don't have time. This is, because to put Krishna in the center, and we around the center, we come towards Krishna. Not only Krishna in the center and I am out of the center. No, Krishna in the center and I am attracted to this center. So everybody is in the center actually, you understand? So this is the spiritual and this is the external, more external, Now everybody, put Krishna in the center and everybody coming in the center who looks towards the center, okay? And if we do this, when we do this, then the energy immediately, I don't want to speak about so much energy, but I mean the mood immediately, because the energy seems a little bit impersonal, but the mood is very personal. So the mood is immediately changing. So the calculation of I don't have time, it's not working. It's not really, it's not right, it's not working. In the calculation, in the calculation, it's not working, because if we meet together, we meet 1 hour, and if we don't meet, then we may space out 2 or 3 or 4 hours. So what is the calculation? It's very effective to meet in this Sankirtan support session, isn't it? Yeah. So I spoke about the glories of Kirtan. I repeated the words of Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami, our Bhagavat Guru Parampara, Bhagavat Parampara. Then about what the meaning of Sankirtan and the meaning of support. This is the support, to get experience in repeating, in Kirtan, experience in Kirtan. Experience in singing we can get from the YouTube channel, we can get from the Sunday Fest, from the festivals, from the Facebook, every day was some not so much kirtan is recorded, but harikatha, which is kirtan in itself. But we can have this, like music, like this. We can listen to that and we can practice also. But to speak, singing is speaking, is transcendental speaking, because in transcendental world everything is a song. Every word is a song. So singing and speaking is close together actually. So, but singing, it's in the verse, we have the songs and the verses, and we sing these songs and verses. But repeating it with the own words, this is the idea. To get experience in this, to get experience in repeating the songs, repeating the verses, repeating, just simple repeating, and then expressing what we think, just in our own words, what we understood of this verse. And now, coming another thing. Okay, two more points I want to make. The one point is the argument, I cannot do it. I cannot repeat it. And this is true because this is transcendental. This is so transcendental and it's not easy, It's only 4 lines, one verse only for in a song, for example. One verse. It's only 4 lines. And we can read, we can think, we can speak, but it's very difficult. I remember my time before. It's not easy to repeat, but it doesn't matter. Nobody said it's easy. Just we give we give the forum. We give the forum. You have 10 minutes. Everybody has 10 minutes to speak. And even if I speak, oh my God, this is so nice, but I cannot repeat it. And for 10 minutes I get the speech, I get the spot, Then I will be, during the whole week also, I will be in question or will be attracted. Why can I not speak this? And I will be busy with this verse and with these songs. And if there is not this forum, if there is not this platform or sessions, then I will think, oh, all others can speak and sing, but I can never repeat it. What to speak, sing maybe a little bit, but not as leading figure. Speaking, forget about it, And then festival, very nice, but at home like this. No. The whole week we will be somehow or other in anxiety to what to speak, what can I do? And we will be, our attention will be drawn to a verse or to a song or something, to one line or something. We will be engaged in this Sankirtan, what we hear, what we sing, what we read about. And support is to have audience who listen to us, who listen to our hearts, to our challenges, And our experience is that in the end of these 10 minutes, or to speak of 1 hour, everybody, in the end of 10 minutes, of my 10 minutes, of each one's 10 minutes, everyone is smiling. Because he's getting support in something which it's not easy for him. Or maybe someone is easy for him to speak now, after many years maybe. But this person also has no chance to express it, because there's no one to whom to express this. To the wall is possible. It's also recommended from Swami Prabhupada. He's telling this. But why not to audience? I mean to a group, to a session, to the participants of the session. It's natural, it's just natural, isn't it? And it's a difference to speak to the wall or to speak to each other. So, and the last point I want to make is, it's a shift. It's a complete shift in our head of the Western world, of the Western producing, learning, producing, you know, I have to be good in, I have to present something like an exam, like an examination. It's not. It's not an examination, not at all. And so I cannot do it, It's not an examination, it's a chance, it's an opportunity to exercise this, to experience what my words about. It is something already. And the other part is, to think, it's not teaching others. We are not teaching others by what I want to say, you know. When it's my part, for example, it's not that I teach others. Not at all. And this is the real discipline, you know, because sometimes we want to help each other. Support, isn't it? To help each other, you know. But this is some discipline we should think about it, and we should keep. Discipline to, okay, you finish, now it's my turn also. And now I speak about this, I do yoga, I do this yoga, this bhakti yoga. I remember what I did, what I want to speak, what I am busy with today or yesterday or these last few days. I express this, and next round I express about a song or a verse, about my song, about what I thought today, this morning, or yesterday, what struck me nicely, or also in a questioning way. I just express my experience in my daily sadhan or exercise, in my daily exercise and sadhan. I just express this. It's completely egoistic in the right sense. It's not a social meeting that we help each other in social things or in spiritual things by giving, what is the word, suggestions. No. It's completely, everyone is in itself, in himself, reporting or telling about his process and his impression, and he's expressing about his impressions. And what is funny, really, we have now experience of maybe 6 meetings. It's very mystical, I find, or mystical or harmonious actually. Without knowing what the other wants to tell, will tell, and somehow we have some idea, you know, some what we, you know, in the morning I came across some line of a verse, so it's already, I know what I want to speak about. So everybody like this, but in the end of the session, one can recognize, often it must not be at all like this, but it was in these 6 sessions, it was like this, that it had some relation to each other. The topic, our topics had some relation to each other, very close to each other, the topics. That is a very interesting phenomenon, I would say. And no one could say, yeah, because this is in the, you know, this matrix, it's in the air, you know, like this. It's very interesting. So the point is, this is the shift, the paradigm shift. It's not a class. It's not a helping. The one has a problem and the other is telling you can do this and that. Of course, you can do it later, outside of the session, because it's in our hearts. We heard it. It's in our hearts, in our mind, and we can be in contact. We can have contact, friendly contact or something, and we can, but this is not the purport. We can do this, but not necessarily, because the problem or the challenge, by speaking it out, by expressing it, by speaking about it, it's already 70-80% solved. I mean, the suffering is solved. In the end, as I said, the speaker has a smiling face, So advice is not necessary, really, not necessary. It's allowed, but not inside the session. Maybe one is finished about after 4 minutes with one question, with the first round, about 4 minutes. You already finished. Then the others can ask something which will enhance which will inspire the speaker to again repeat or again go further in his subject. This we can do, just that making him to speak more about it. Because everybody has 10 minutes, so we should speak. Yeah? We have the chance for 10 minutes to express ourselves. Very nice. Not more than 10 minutes also. Yeah. So now with our experience, when we are 3 persons, because maximum is 6. When we are 3 persons, we can do 2 rounds, 2 questions. 1 round and another round is 60 minutes. But when we are more than 3 persons, we will do only 1 question, 1 week, and the other question, the second question, the other week. Then the following week, again the 1 question, which is speak about your daily challenge or project project. And the second round, the second week, is speak about a verse or a song which touches you, a line in the song which touches you. And that's it. And now coming the perspective, the supervision. Here is a spider climbing up the screen. The whole thing, I can imagine that it will, what is the word? Multiply. It will multiply. Not quickly. This is not necessary, because it's about Bhakti Yoga. It's about soul and super soul and devotion of the soul to the super soul, and the love and affection, and backwards also. But it belongs to everyone, isn't it? It sleeps in everyone's heart. So, but it does not have to multiply quickly, but it can multiply. And the goal is that later we will not meet in Zoom or something, so that we just can speak to our neighbor. Please. Not to every neighbor, but to someone which we like, which is in trouble or so, and which is a little bit open for self-realization. Little bit open for self-realization, or for the questions of this world, the purpose of life, who is questioning, not knowing the purpose of life is eating, drinking and dancing. No. The purpose of life, what is the purpose of life? It is interesting in this question. If we meet some person, any person, with any background, with any religion, any background, you invite this person and say, we are meeting. First in Zoom, later, in our city, in our village. and just come together quickly for 1 hour, and if you are for 1 hour, and express each other's heart, express one's heart and mind to the participants. Really, this is Sankirtan support. This is the goal of Sankirtan support. I mean the supervision, the goal in regard of multiplying. And because it's not about knowledge or teaching or class or lesson, which we get from Sri Guru, Dev and Vaishnavas, other Vaishnavas, preachers and everything. No, it's about looking in the scripture, one verse, one song, one line, and feel some interest in this, and just to express this. It's not to giving class, not to giving lecture, not to giving teachings. It's not to I know this or I don't know this. Just to express our enthusiasm about what we find in the scriptures. That's it. Hare Krishna. Please get the idea, and how it is multiplying by. So we are 3 persons, 4 persons, 5 persons, 6 persons coming, 1 hour, perfect. Now 7th person is coming. Hey, come in our group. We meet there. Come, please come. Okay, he or she is coming, joining the group. So now the 7th person is there. The first time, this 7th person is not speaking, just listening to others. And then we will divide the group in 2, with 3 persons and 4 persons, who can a little bit take responsibility for the idea of the group. This is enough to know, and we will be present at that time. This and the other person, the other group. So 3 and 4. Then coming 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th person, then again divide, and the 4 people, 5, 6, and again the 7th, and again divide. Now the 4 groups, and so it goes, and that's it. I'm completely enthusiastic about this. Hare Krishna. Welcome. The world. Those who have some interest for self-realization. That's enough. Understand? Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe. Hari Bol.